Hello, ladies and germs. King of Kempful Folk Art, Dennis Ramsay coming at you. When in Kempful, please come by the Dennis Ramsay folk art paintings and abstract art paintings and magical wands too. I live at 27 Canaan Avenue, Kempful, Apartment B, Nova Scotia, Canada. Yellow house, white trim. Apartment B is upstairs. Knock loud on the door, please, 'cause I only got one door. And it's hard to hear people that are downstairs when you're way upstairs, like 30 steps away. Anyhow, growing up as a kid, I lost my folks early, and I had to fend for myself. I didn't have mommy or daddy to run to like most kids have. Anyhow, I spent 6 or 7 years in institutions, and I promised I would talk about those institutions, what it was like, because a lot of people ask me, was it good, bad, or ugly, or whatever? And I'll tell you what it was. It was good, it was bad, and it was ugly. Anyhow, we were in the Sheldon Reform School as a kid, and I was in the first group. It was called Scotia. Then as I got bigger, they put me up in the schooner. It all went by size. Anyhow, you have Nova, then you got Scotia, then you got Schooner, then you got Blue Nose, then you got Atlantic, and then you got Ocean. Now, Ocean is where the great big guys are, the 6-footers. Nova is where the little guys are. You know what I mean? Anyhow, when I first went in, they put me into the group Scotia. And in the dorms, you sleep with 7 or 8, 9 other people. You know what I mean? Anyhow, the first week went pretty good. The first week went in there, went smooth. Then when we get into the second week, we all one night got into pillow fights and wrestling around in the dorm and acting the damn fool. And then the counselors came in and said, boys, get your ass out in the hall. So we all got lined up in the hall, and the staff questioned each one of us who instigated it, who started it, and blah, blah, blah. Nobody told. Everybody kept quiet. Because number one rule in reform school, don't snitch on nobody, don't tell on anybody. Or you're not going to live too long, or you're going to get beat. So we never told on nobody. Now, to make a long story short, the staff member had ping pong rackets out. You know what those are. They're just wooden paddles where you play the game ping pong. Anyhow, there was about 7 of us lined up in the hall, and he said, bend over, boy. Bang, bang, bang. You get 3 loud whacks on the backside. Next one. Bang, bang, bang. Next one. Bang, bang, bang. And everybody got that. And he said, you all get back to bed and don't make a damn sound, or you'll get double next time. Anyhow, about half hour later, I guess, we were all acting the fool, pillow fighting and wrestling around and acting damn foolish. Got us out in the hall. He gave us each 6 whacks. It increased from 3 whacks to 6. Then we got sent back to bed, and we all went to sleep that night and never acted up again. We figured the 6 whacks was enough. Now, wooden paddles kind of hurt when you get hit, especially, your bones feel it when you get hit from behind. Anyhow, we all went to sleep and get up the next day. Everything was fine. Now, in reform school, they got a cafeteria, just like a school cafeteria. You get a tray. You go in, you get your eggs and bacon and toast and cereal and milk and juice if you want it. And you go over and you sit on a table with 3 other boys and eat your breakfast. And this fella came over, and he come to me, was trying to steal my breakfast. And that was his first mistake. I took the tray and I whacked him on top of the head. And I said, if you ever touch my food again, next time I'm going to be worse. And he left my food alone after that. He knew he couldn't easily pick on me. And that's what reform school is like. You'll have one person trying to steal or bully what you have to eat, or if you have like a can of pop, he'll try to steal the can of soda from you, or the chocolate bar or the bag of chips. That's what it's like. Now, we had canteen once a week. You could go get your cans of pop. your bags of chips, your chocolate bars. And I used to gamble mine, play cards and ping pong and pool. You'd play a guy, you'd say, we're going to play for 2 cans of pop or 3 cans of pop. If you won the game, you were up 2 cans of pop or 3 cans of pop. Then you'd have other people come to you. Well, we got no pop, we got no bars, we got no chips. Can you spot me a can of pop or a bag of chips or chocolate bar? I'd say, yeah, I'll spot you 2 cans of pop, but you got to give me 3 back. The third can is interest. And that's how reform school is, you know what I mean? And basically, you give up some of your items, but you get 1 or 2 back for free as interest. Anyhow, the physical activity was crazy. They'd make you run the track 9 to 10 times. It was a mile around each time you went around the track. Then they'd make you do 30 push-ups, 30 sit-ups, 30 chin-ups. It was like military school, or basic training, is the best way to put it. Anyhow, reform school food was pretty good. They fed you meat and potatoes. And the breakfasts were good. The best part of reform school was the food. Some of the company was bad. You got to remember, you had murderers in there, car theft people, people that did break and enters. You had every walk of life in there. Now, sometimes the big guys used to pick on the little guys. Then what would happen in some cases, you'd get 6 or 7 little guys going after 2 of the big guys. They'd get them that way. They team up, like tag team, you know what I mean? Anyhow, there was all kinds of fights in there. I seen them every day. People getting beat. I seen people getting cut. I seen it all. Anyhow, reform school, I recommend you not to go there. It's not a good place. You get there, you're going to want out. You're not going to like the living conditions. They're very bad. And I'll tell you something else I learned about reform school. You had to fight your own battles. I fought all my own battles. I won some, I lost some. Ended up in the hospital a couple times. It's rough, and it's tough. And if you think you're tough, you go to reform school for a couple weeks. You'll have a different point of view. You're not so tough. Now that's one story I'm going to tell you today, and in the near future, I'm going to tell you some more reform school stories. I'm also going to be talking about the Dartmouth Mental Hospital, the Residential Center, the Waterville Hospital. These are institutions I was in, and I know the score because I've seen it firsthand. Now, when in Kempville, come by the Dennis Ramsay paintings, please. I live at 27 Canaan Avenue, Kempville, Apartment B, Nova Scotia, Canada, yellow house, white trim. Now, today I was outdoors and I was trying to do this story, and I had several interruptions. I said, fuck, I got to go back in the house. I'm not going to get a word in edgewise. So, this is the first story. There's more to come. Now, we're talking about the Shelburne Reform School in Nova Scotia, Canada. Was it rough? You bet your ass it was rough. Now, y'all take care and have a fine day. There's another story coming tomorrow. Bye for now.